On February 12th of 2019, a security guard at a hospital was on his first patrol of the job. As all security guards do, he was wandering around making sure no unwanted guests entered the building. However, it would be during this seemingly regular patrol that something strange happens. According to James Dixon, the security guard, there hasn't been a shift where he hasn't thought about this incident. What happened on February 12th will forever remain with him. It's around 4 a.m. when this phenomenon is captured. Take a look.
See, I fucking no.
Somehow, a wheelchair starts moving right when James walks past it. Now, the wheelchair isn't just a random asset, but one used by a patient who died the same night. Considering that the wheelchair started moving around the same time as the death, James can't help but think that the patient was still with them. This next video was posted 9 years ago, making it by far the oldest footage on this list, but as well as being very old, it's also very unsettling. Those who have seen it seem split on what was captured. In it, a man is seen taking a walk in the woods with his son Raph, when suddenly, a creature nearby starts making aggressive noises. This is what it was.
Come on, man, let's do a nature walk. Woohoo! Do I get it? Let's do nature walk. Come on, let's go. Hey, isn't that cool, Rafe?
Yeah. Nice don't break. Oh. Look at this.
Yeah, look at the view. Wait, Rafe. Shh. What is that? Shh. What is it? Hey, get over here. Get over here, Rafe. What is that? What is that? Stay behind me. What is it? Are you kidding me? All right, let's go, Rafe, go, Rafe, go. Oh, sorry, slow step. All right, hold on, listen. What is it? What is it? Is it following us? Stay right there. Go.
Strangely, a black figure can be seen behind a tree moving its arm. The father sees it and quickly urges his son to run away. Strange thing is that this creature looks similar to a human, but it emitted a sound similar to a dog. Even stranger, it seemed to be following the family, or at least that's how things appeared in the video. If they hadn't run away, who knows what could have happened to them, but the more concerning question regards the identity of the creature. Like most videos, this has yet to be determined. On the morning of January 26, 2002, a store clerk walks into the security room to see if everything's okay. It was just then that he was shown one of the weirdest CCTV recordings ever. Naturally, he takes out his phone to document this for himself, and what he captures is unexplainable. The clerk claims that there was no one in the laundry room that this occurred in overnight, and he remembers locking the door when closing the store. This made it impossible for anyone to enter the room undetected, but clearly, someone or something bypassed this. Have a look.
Work it from here.
No way. No way. Jim.
Send me the video when you.
Oh, I'm gonna.
The best is when the other one comes over. It's like it didn't want to see the front of it, you know. It's funded so that he didn't have to look at it no more. Whoever's in that room. Oh my God.
Jim.
Madeline, you didn't see. Come and look at the second one. Here comes the second one. No, the second one's moving now.
No way.
Watch the second one, then the second one falls off. And the lady comes in from Dude Night, she don't know what to say. She was like,
She was on FaceTime with somebody.
look, watch the second one. Any second now.
It happens.
Look, here goes,
It
look.
happens.
Look.
This does not happen.
Look, it's a ghost. Look,
Look at it.
who's spinning it?
It's spinning.
It's spinning the cycle. It's got to be spinning.
There's no
way.
way
It's
that
not
they
bolted
spin.
down.
There's no. I don't care if it's bolted or not. They don't spin like that. Mine ain't bolted in my house. Mine don't come and walk around my.
That's
living
true.
room. Look,
That's true.
look how that one just came out. How'd it come out like that? That was pushed out. I don't care
Yep.
what nobody says. You can tell me whatever you want.
Me too. I can't wait to show everybody.
Look here, wait.
Where's Steve?
Show them the thing. Look here. Look at this. Look. Look at that.
No way.
There's a ghost here.
No way.
I'm showing them the ghost in the back.
The ghost?
Oh, did you ever see what happened last night? Forgot about it. The laundry
We'll
room.
die.
They'll die. The laundry, all the laundry things in there,
Yeah.
they just start moving. They just start coming out and moving and going in circles and what you call it.
Are they on?
Come and look. Yeah. But it's crazy. I
No,
never
this
saw anything
makes
like it in my
no
whole
sense.
life.
Initially, he believes that an animal, like a raccoon, was living in the room and moved the washing machines. But as they moved further and further, this was out of the question. For the entirety of the footage, nothing can be seen in the room, so it was an invisible force causing the movement. If that still isn't convincing, the door to the left didn't open all night, and that was the only entrance to the room. Something was present in the laundry room, and we'll never know what. In the following video, a woman is alone at home when she decides to clean her daughter's room before she gets back. It was at this moment that she witnessed one of the freakiest experiences of her entire life. Somehow, a toy horse starts moving without anyone on it. The whole house is absent except for the woman. Yet strangely, someone seems to be using the toy. As well as this, the lights start to flicker on and off rapidly. Since the light switch is on the right side of the room though, the woman is led to believe that there is an intruder. She starts to approach the room when all of a sudden, everything stops, as if nothing happened. She searches the room and finds nothing, leading her to believe that this event was beyond explanation. However, it's the follow-up video that terrifies her even more. It was a Tuesday morning, a week after the prior incident when the woman was vacuuming the house. This time, her family and pet were home, so she wasn't the only one who was scared straight. She was in the kitchen trying to find a duster to help with the corners when her cat did something extremely disturbing. It's because of this incident that the woman believes her house is haunted.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Animals have much better senses than humans and can see things that we can't. It becomes very clear that the pet spots something in the halls, but when the woman investigates, nothing can be seen. Now, this may have been a coincidence. The cat could have seen the children of the household and they darted to their rooms before their mother saw them. However, the final clip of the trilogy put the nail in the coffin. It was nighttime on the same day of the cat incident, and the woman was struggling to get any sleep. The time was 2 a.m., and for some reason the room was too warm, despite it being freezing outside. She decided to get up for some water, but when she raised her head from the pillow, something unexplainable occurred. The carrier bag started swinging aggressively. The woman made sure to record the entire room to prove nobody was doing it. But this was only the start. Books and CDs from her cabinet started flying to the floor with no explanation. The creepiest part of the video arrives, however, when large flashes start appearing outside and a devilish-looking figure stares inside. This is something that no one on Earth can explain, and the family living here moved out a week later. On March 18th of 2024, a woman was working on her laptop at 2 a.m. She had to catch up on her job as she was at a party the night prior, so she decided she would get it out of her way fast. She was writing up a report and was actually 2 hours ahead of schedule. However, it was nearing 3 a.m., which was ironic. Before bed, her child told her not to stay up past 3 a.m. because the ghost would get her. The woman laughed and dismissed the comment, but the ghosts weren't about to let that slide.
You guys, I'm freaking the fuck out. It is literally 2:50 a.m. Do you hear that? That is my baby's bubble bath crab in the restroom. It just turned on out of nowhere. And I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack. Checks, come on, buddy. Come on, let's go check. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come with me. Come on. Come on. Bitch, my dog won't even fucking come. Come on, buddy. He's coming. Bitch, what the fuck?
Somehow, one of her child's toys begins to play from the bathroom. The woman hears it and quickly takes out her camera to document it for TikTok before urging her dog to come and check the scene. At first, the dog was cautious and stayed put, but it didn't take long for him to give in and head towards the noise. When they enter the room, a crab toy is magically levitating and playing music before the camera cuts. It's unknown what caused this to happen, but there's no explanation other than the paranormal world to a floating children's toy. As I mentioned a few clips prior, animals have much better senses than humans. This leads many of our kind speculating that household pets can see spirits, and we cannot. On December 24th of 2013, a man called David Stenberg was home alone with his dog when it seemed to react very strangely to something in his bedroom.
Astrid, what's going on? What is it, puppy? What is the fucking matter? What is the deal? Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. What is the deal? Astrid, you're freaking me out. Come here. Come here.
It's unknown what the dog actually witnessed that morning, but it definitely found it disturbing. When David gestured his pet to enter the room, it tried to but instantly darted back, which was very odd considering how well-trained the pet was. What makes this creepier is that the dog never entered the room again, and despite no paranormal activities happening in there, it shook David, who slept there every night.
This couple were on holiday together and were staying in an Airbnb in the middle of a forest, but something terrifying is about to happen. The husband, David, left the Airbnb to go and refuel his car so they could go to a diner the next day, but he couldn't have left at a worse time. Take a look.
Okay, it just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that fucking door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just fucking happened again. Move, 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 move! Fucking nobody there. The dog stopped fucking barking now. Davey's freaking the fuck out by the door though. What is it? There's nobody out there. I'm not opening the fucking door anymore.
At the start of the clip, we can hear the woman panicking and she has clearly been shaken by something. We don't actually find out what that something is until later though. She is on a call with her husband telling him to come home, and the dogs are both growling at the doors and the windows as if someone was there, but no one other than the woman were present. All of a sudden, the door started knocking and the woman got to the window to record the balcony as quickly as she could. To her demise though, there was no one on the other side. Later that night, Dave made it back to the Airbnb, and that's when the knocking stopped. David thought his wife was drinking too much and dismissed the knocking, but when he saw the recording, they quickly drove somewhere else to stay. This man has recently moved into a one-story bungalow in a really nice location with his fiancée and his baby. His fiancée has taken the baby to the hospital as they need to do some routine checkups, and the man was left alone in the house. None of them felt comfortable in their new home, as it was built on top of a morgue where dead soldiers were buried after fighting. Up until the moment you're about to see though, nothing weird actually ended up happening. It was 2 p.m, a regular time where things never really scare people, but this was terrifying. Have a watch.
Hear it? Wow. Happens all the time.
They never found out what caused the unwanted knocking, but nothing else could have caused it other than a paranormal presence. What makes this even worse is that the man claims that this happens all the time, and he means that, literally. Whenever the door is closed, the knocking continues infinitely. The young couple were determined to leave the home, as they were convinced they were being haunted, but they didn't have the funds to move out. They took many videos as evidence, and opened a GoFundMe to help them leave, but it never reached the heights it needed to. They still live in the house and the knocking is still present. A dog and its owner are peacefully sitting on the sofa when they hear movement upstairs. The man is single and has no roommates, so there shouldn't be anyone else in the house, but this is a regular occurrence to him. For the past 2 months, a demon has been following him wherever he goes, but he hasn't been able to see it yet. It messes with his mind and hides whenever he gets too close to spotting it, but that doesn't stop him from trying. Does he catch the demon? You'll have to stick around and see.
See that, man? Those damn noises again. Welcome to my life. Hello? Hello? I'm by myself. Hello? Hello? Shit. Somebody fucking around in there. There's definitely somebody in there. I could have already seen somebody walking in there. The light switch is right here. I'm coming in. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw somebody in there. Okay.
The spirit starts opening and slamming doors while screaming upstairs, and the man is forced to investigate. He makes his way upstairs, but when he gets to the top, he notices nothing suspicious. This is until the light turns itself on and off, exposing the demon's position. The man knew which light switch turned on the upstairs lights, so started walking towards it, but the demon hid in a room. It can be seen moving underneath the door crack, but when the door is opened, nothing can be seen. He failed to catch his biggest nightmare once again. This dog is standing in the garden barking at seemingly nothing, and its owner is recording. As the barking continues, the woman slowly starts to approach her pet, and what happens next is very creepy. Have a look.
That was hella weird. There's literally no way that door just opened by itself. Yo, like, I really don't get freaked out, but that was really just... That door has a keypad lock on it. Like, and it's actually hard to get in.
touch. Where are you going? Don't leave me. There's like... What? Why did you just jump like that? Why did... Baby! Y'all, do you see her?
The dog makes a move and starts to head towards the door of the shed until it eventually walks around the back. The creepiest part, however, is when it decides to have a sniff behind the door it was barking at and flinches very quickly. Something was behind this door, and neither the woman nor the audience knew what. After this video, the community on TikTok was left confused and wanted to figure out more, so the creator, KK, was forced to create part 2. This time, the dog is standing closer to the shed, and the woman seems to be more shaken. Unlike the last clip, the dog acts a little braver and decides to investigate the door properly. It is clearly terrified though, as it looks stiff and often uncomfortable, which are two big hints towards fear in an animal. And in this situation, the staffy fit both these criteria.
Y'all, she's still scared. There we go. Let's see her show. Like, I don't even want to go close it because that was so weird. And like, she will not walk past. Let's see, will she? Whatever just happened literally scared the poo-poo out of her too. Baby, what is it?
The woman claims that the dog will not go past the door or enter the shed, which is very disturbing. This has rubbed off onto the owner, who is also scared to go near the door in case a horrible surprise awaits. We can also see that the dog's mouth is open and it is panting towards the end, which is a sign of stress. It has clearly seen something unsettling. For all everyone knew though, this could have just been a strange situation on the dog's behalf. However, part 3 was released very shortly after, and this completely erased these popular theories among commenters.
What the fuck is it? What are you looking at?
This time, the dog was right next to the door and stood strong, looking up at whatever was causing this sense of disturbance. It didn't bark or sniff, just stared. As time went on, the woman decided to creep to her left and try to get a shot of what was behind the door, but never gained the courage to get the angle. No one found out what was making the dog so uncomfortable that afternoon, and I don't think they ever will. These friends have arranged a sleepover together, and they had everything planned. They had plates full of snacks, a bunch of games to play, and a local restaurant to visit, but none of these plans were actually executed. The friend's house they were staying at was known for hosting out of the ordinary events, often including self-moving items. This video captures several of these instances. Have a look.
My floor. But your whole room. Every time I start recording, it stops. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Your room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're up there.
First of all, they enter a room which has been completely messed up. They make it seem like this was sudden and not expected, but it could have very easily been fake. So let's discuss the concrete evidence of ghosts. Using CCTV footage from inside a separate room, a plate can be seen flinging itself off the cabinet without anything making it happen. The only logical explanation to this would be that the ground shook, but since no one was in the room to make that happen, it must have been a spirit. As well as this, using the same camera, they managed to pick up footage of a plate levitating by itself and suddenly dropping back onto the cabinet, creating a loud bang. This is completely unexplainable, but I'll let you guys tell me what you think could have caused it in the comments. YouTubers are often glorified as these amazing human beings that have nothing going wrong in their lives, but this is far from the truth. The YouTuber in the following video is a fairly small one. He has 25,000 subscribers and averages around 1,000 views per video, but after seeing one of his videos, I decided to investigate his channel and a very creepy video popped up. For some context, this YouTuber has been documenting paranormal activity in his home for a while now, and the video we're about to discuss is the most recent and most crazy. Take a look.
Alright everybody, so a lot of you guys have been asking about how things are going in the house. Now for anybody who doesn't know, strange things have been happening. Like for example, I posted a video not too long ago where the door was rattling constantly. Like literally the door handle was physically rattling and I opened the door, no one's there. So I mean, I don't know if I believe in this sort of stuff, I really don't. And then another video before that, it sounded like someone was physically running down the stairs at me. And that kind of stuff happens all the time now. And the hell? But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And I don't know really what else to do about it. So what I've done is I captured a good few things whilst I've not been posting videos about it. I'm sick of this. So just to show you guys that there's, oh, for God's sake, literally nothing here. Sorry, my tripod getting caught and everything. Literally nothing here. Right. Wait a minute. That wasn't... Oh, for God's sake, that wasn't even on before. Right, let me try and get set back up here. Can you make something move? Again? Can you make anything move? Nah, mate. Nah. Nah. Nope. I am fucking moving out. Nope. Just showing you again, ladies and gentlemen, there is nobody else here. Nope.
The video gets off to a bad start when the drawer flings open mid-intro as the man is discussing the ghost, and he has to close it again. This is only the beginning of a long video, though. He captures door handles rattling, chairs being thrown at him, televisions being put on, and even doors opening themselves. Now, most people would look at these things and deem them fake. YouTube is plagued with fake ghost sightings designed to trick children and make them money, but this video was an exception. Most of the clips have no cuts, and we can see all around the moving object. For example, when the chair is thrown, we can see that no one is behind it. This is undeniable proof that this clip wasn't staged. Regardless, the house owner is in the process of moving out, as he is worried about his children. This man can hear loud banging coming from the closet and gets up to open the door as it's really annoying him. He gets to the door and pulls it open, but nothing is there, and the banging comes to a halt. It seems that he has stopped it from happening, but what happens next is beyond terrifying.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna be able to escape this shit. Listen to it. Listen to that pounding. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. It's my kitchen. And here we go with this shit again. I'm just gonna wait and see how long it goes on, because I'm never not. Okay, that works. Okay, so it seems to be wanting to happen now more in the afternoon, but just to prove that there's nothing there. Jesus Christ. This is the cord in question, the coax cable, and you can see here it goes directly from here down to my Wi-Fi, so I could, I guess, open it like this, but one, I would probably be in the way of the camera here since I'm standing here, but let's try and test this. Here's the door latched all the way shut. I mean, I'm pulling on that pretty hard and it doesn't come out, but if I were to do this and open it, that just kind of pulls the Wi-Fi back. So I mean, if this cord was the thing that was pulling it, this probably would have knocked off, but I don't know.
Every time the door closes, the banging starts again, and he has to get up from his bed to open it. It gets to a point where the man isn't even scared anymore, he's just annoyed. The creepiest part of the entire video comes at the end, though.
Oh. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The ghost throws a cross from a shelf to the ground. This confirms to the man that the spirit is associated with the devil, which no doubt made things much, much scarier.
A father is playing hide and seek with his children when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following video comes from a nanny cam, which is meant to keep an eye on children to make sure they're okay at night. They are a very happy family and play games with each other every night. Hide and seek is the family favorite, as the kids love hearing their parents try to uncover where they are. Everything was seemingly normal. The family had never encountered anything supernatural before, and didn't really get freaked out by these kinds of things. However, on this specific night, their children weren't the only hiders in this game though. Take a look.
What happened? What do you mean?
The door just opened.
I know, but we're downstairs.
He's downstairs?
No. Yes, we're hiding up here.
Heart attack here.
Oh, and this is stressing me out.
You're stressed out.
Well, I don't know. I just heard you screaming. I told her to wait there. I don't.
You might need to change my diaper.
Oh my God.
While the man is searching, the mirror flies open and he assumes that's where his children are hiding. He pretends to be scared of the sudden movement because it would make them giggle, but to his misfortune, no one was on the other side. This could have been a coincidence and the mirror was just a bit loose. But if you listened closely, you could actually hear a faint voice saying hi to the man. This points more in the direction of the paranormal, and he was shook to say the least. He stated that he would never open that mirror again, as he didn't want to be reminded of this creepy incident. This father was awake at midnight while the rest of the household was asleep. It was just him, the dogs, and the cat all downstairs. And it seems like the man is making sure everything is in check before going to sleep. It's important to know that the family only recently moved into this new home, and it had been there since the early 1850s, and an old crew member who died in the Halifax explosion lived there in the 1900s. The crazy thing was, he may have never moved out. No one in the family had reported anything paranormal or disturbing in their short time at the home, until the night the following footage was captured. About 7 seconds into the video, we can hear a faint voice whisper the name Mike. That is the name of the man in the shot, and he seemingly looks confused when he hears the name, because he thought he was alone. In the Reddit post, he explains that at first he thought it might have been one of his kids coming downstairs to say goodnight, but when no one was seen, he bolted. No future creepy experiences happened to the family, and this was a one-off. They never found a logical solution to what made the noise though, and they likely never will. Comment your theories down below. The man in the following video was home alone as his wife was staying over at his relative's house. He was in his room enjoying the peace and quiet when all of a sudden his wife supposedly ended up being downstairs. She repeatedly calls him to come downstairs, but what he does is terrifying.
In the morning, and then something slammed at the door. What the fuck?
He claims that the front door didn't open, and nobody entered the house before his wife started calling. This meant that the wife calling was definitely a mimic. Mimics are evil spirits that can perfectly imitate the language of anyone and often use this ability to trick people into thinking they are talking to their family members. If this wasn't creepy enough, a toy in the corner of the room randomly turned itself on and started spinning and playing eerie doll music. Making things even crazier, the mimic was continuously opening and slamming the downstairs door to try and bait the man into truly believing his wife was down there. But fortunately, he knew his love wouldn't act like that. Nothing extra came of the incident, but I doubt the man will trust his wife again unless they are face to face. This abandoned building, located in Japan, is considered by many to be the most haunted location in the world. It was used by the Japanese military to interrogate and torture war prisoners, with many people dying inside the vicinity. Most people would be too scared to explore this site, but the brave men we're about to watch decided to go for it. He decided to explore the entire building on camera, and the upcoming clip highlights the scariest moment. It occurs when the man reaches the lowest point of the building, where the most painful torture methods were executed, and he may have come across a victim. Take a look.
操你妈的！出来！操你妈！ 出来！啥玩意儿？ 啥？
The first sign of a paranormal presence came when a bang could be heard from inside the door ahead. This could have been the sound of something falling though, so the brave men who decided to enter this building weren't ready to give up yet. He kept shouting for the spirit to come out, and out of nowhere the water jumped up as if a rock hit it. The part that makes this really terrifying is no matter how slow you make the video, nothing can be seen colliding with the water. So something must have been there that couldn't be seen. This also confirms that the whole recording isn't staged, because there's no way that this shot could have been made up. It isn't the worst scene of the clip though, it gets far scarier.
有人吗？操你妈的！操你妈！ 你妈了个逼！操你妈的！出来！操你妈的！哎呦我操那啥呀！啊！啊！啊！啊！
When the man creeps down the stairs and almost dares the ghost to come out of hiding, a figure can be seen sitting down inside of the cellar. It doesn't move at all, and the man behind the camera screams in confusion before running back up the stairs out of sight, and then he goes back. The thing is, when his eyesight refocuses on where the figure was, it disappears.
我操你妈！我操！啊！出来！啊！我操你妈！ 闪！我操你妈！那里有东西！那两个那有东西！出来！啊！我操你妈的！
He makes a run for it a few stories up, but for some stupid reason, the man decides it would be a smart idea to go back again. He beckons the spirit to reveal itself one more time, and its finger slowly pokes out from behind the door and creeps its way back into hiding, never to be seen again. One of the key jobs asked of policemen is to search and clear buildings. This could be to find people, defuse bombs, or even find drug businesses. This next creepy scenario was captured during a search by a Brazilian police force, all armed. Their job was to visit a hospital in search of a missing girl and search the entire building to clear every nook and cranny. Their operation was going very well, and the hospital didn't seem to have too many complex hiding places. They still hadn't found anything though. This was until they entered the children's ward and found exactly what they weren't looking for. Have a watch.
Caralho, bicho, que é isso, mano? Cuidado, Judá. Cuidado, mano. Que é isso, mano? Mano, não tem nada. Caralho, mano. Que é isso, bicho? Caralho, mano. Mano, que é isso, bicho? Caralho, mano. Bora, mano. Deus me livre, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Corre. Caralho, mano. Que é isso, bicho?
As they approach the entrance to the ward, the door is rapidly swinging open and shut. One of them quickly goes through the entrance and is surprised to see that no one is on the other side, causing the swinging. They all stand still and stare at the scene in confusion. But surprisingly, none of them really seem that fazed. It's when something falls and smashes behind them that they all end up running for their lives. The police team claims that they didn't encounter anything else weird on their search and did end up completing the building clearance. The only thing that scared them was when they returned to check the children's ward and the door was no longer swinging. This woman's family was out for something to eat, and she decided to remain home as she was feeling ill. The only other living thing in the house with her was her cat, and that thing definitely can't speak English. The woman had been sitting alone in her bed for around an hour scrolling through TikTok, but eventually something happened that forced her to press record on her mobile. Take a look.
I swear there's someone outside my room. Wait.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
What do I do?
A voice started repeatedly saying hey to her through the door, and this really creeped her out. At first, she thought it was the cat, but as stated before, cats definitely don't speak English. After listening closely, the woman realized the voice sounded exactly like her second daughter's, and that's when the entity was figured out to be a mimic. She stood up and shut the door, knowing it wouldn't harm her, before posting this crazy interaction onto her TikTok page.
In this video, Patty and her daughter Heather with her friend Clay are doing a paranormal investigation on some dolls, who Heather and Clay think are haunted. When they're trying to contact the spirits, nothing out of ordinary seems to happen. But as soon as Patty is wrapping up the video, saying that she's not going to be taking the dolls with her and that she hopes that the dolls find a good house, this happens.
Okay, so that was pretty interesting. I really don't know what to make of these dolls. I know that they all are haunted dolls. I'm pretty much 100% sure now that they are all haunted for sure. I mean, we already know that the big one is because we've seen her move in my office. Out there have seen her do something. I'm not taking her with me when I move, so if any of you are interested in that doll, please let me know, because I don't want to keep her, but I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested, I don't... Did that fucking thing just move?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Her pretty face just moved towards you.
Oh my god, Heather.
Like that legitly just moved.
Oh my god.
But that's not even the scariest part, because a few seconds after that happens, they hear a girl's voice.
When you said you're not taking her with you, what
Oh my god.
was that?
I don't know, I just
I
heard
just heard a girl's voice.
Are you serious? That wasn't one of you?
No!
But this is not where it ends, because a few seconds after that, a wind chime seems to move even though there is no wind.
Oh my god, she really just fucking move?
Her face.
Oh, hell no.
What the hell, Mom?
Oh my God. Heather, I got the cold chills from the top of my head to my freaking toe. Oh my God.
As surprising it is, this is not where the paranormal events end. Patty asks the dolls some questions, and they seem to reply to them.
No, there is no wind out here at all. So now that one's moving. Are you guys doing this? Are you guys unhappy about what we're talking about tonight? Is that what's going on here? Are you guys unhappy? Do that again. Move your head again.
You know, Mom, it was right at the time when you said you was going to get rid of her.
I know.
And it was almost like she was looking at you like, how dare you?
I know. Oh my God, I gotta move over here on the other side. I don't even want to stand over there.
This family had a completely normal life until one day. They decided to buy these antique dolls from Facebook Marketplace, and their lives take a turn for the worst. Strange things started happening around the house. The woman gave her dolls away for free on the Facebook Marketplace, and she gave no sign that the dolls were haunted, and when the family went to pick up the dolls, the woman had them left outside the house in a cardboard box on the side of the street. And then when she checked the box and spoke to the woman didn't dare go near it, and that seems to suggest that something isn't right with those dolls. But I guess that didn't come into mind because this happened during lockdown, when everyone was practicing social distancing. The moment the dolls arrived home, she placed the dolls on her bed and started taking pictures of them, but she quickly noticed that one of them were moving on its own. At first she thought that this was amazing, but this quickly turned into something really dark. After noticing that the dolls were moving, she tried to message the woman, but she found that she had been blocked, and that woman had also taken down the listing of the dolls in Facebook Marketplace. One day she plans a funny little video where she puts shaving cream down the sinkholes to make the viewers ask her to open the cabinet, and then the Chucky is supposed to pop out, but this funny little video turns into something horrifying.
Because it's about to be a mess. Let's see. Ah! It was Chucky! What the fuck? Okay, I didn't plan this one. Chucky was just supposed to pop out, but his hair's moving. Holy shit. What the hell? Okay, I really do. Oh no, move, goddamn it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, joke's over. Joke's over. I was about to say we got haunted dolls in this house. Oh my God.
After the doll pops out of the cabinet, the doll's hair starts to move. Even if that wasn't scary enough, after a few seconds, the doll's head seems to move really fast, which makes her panic, and she leaves the room instantly. On one night, the family is laying on the bed trying to fall asleep when something happens that scares the living daylights out of the family. Take a look.
This is our house.
Yo, let's look at it before bed. Yeah, dude. Something's in her fucking window right there, bro.
Stop being hyper, please. It's scaring me.
Ready? Yeah. Something's in her fucking window.
Yeah. Hold on. You're going to hear 3 knocks. The first one is with whoever is holding our curtain where you can see into our house. We're both still in the bed at this point. This is going to be the first knock. So whoever is inside our house right now. And they've got the curtain pulled up to beat on the door. You're going to hear the first one, hear the second one, and the third one. Play it. Second, third.
The night after this, she heard someone or something talking in her living room, so she went to check, but got nothing out of it. On the same night, her Ring camera started to move by itself, even though the camera is stationary. In this next video, a child is getting ready for school when something really strange happens. It was on a Monday at around 7 a.m. He went downstairs to make his lunch for school at a time that no one was awake. He was the only person in that kitchen. Just before he was about to go upstairs, this happens. The mother's son claims that he heard this voice coming from the kitchen, yet no one has been to that kitchen during that time. But as it seems, he wasn't alone. Even if this wasn't creepy enough, it gets a whole lot creepier because her mother explains what happened after her son went bolting upstairs to her room. Take a look.
Came busting in my room, jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house, telling me to get mine because somebody was in the house. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps. So, like, now at this point, I'm terrified. I throw my robe on. I push him into the room with his brothers.
She then searches the whole house carefully, but ends up finding no one in the house. On April 16th, 2024, at around 12 a.m., a guy is woken up from his sleep when he hears loud bangs right outside his room. The house he's living in is actually his grandmother's house that he inherited after she passed away. Inheritance means that he gets everything that is inside the house too. And one of the things he got was a stuffed jester doll called Jeffrey. Strange things have been happening with him ever since he entered that house. But what happened with him that night scared the living daylights out of him. After hearing the loud bangs, he gets out of his room to check what's happening. He checks on Jeffrey, but nothing seems out of ordinary. But then he hears a loud bang behind him. But still it's nothing expect sounds. As soon as he starts to calm down, he hears the door creak behind him. He quickly turns around and sees that Jeffrey is looking right at him. After capturing that, he immediately goes in his room and locks himself up for the rest of the night. Traumatized by what just happened to him, the next morning, he decides that he's gonna put Jeffrey in the basement because he's afraid that what happened to him last night might happen again.
Another update. You know, I think I'm definitely gonna be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. And in general, I think I'm just scared. I'm gonna be putting him in the basement, so I'm gonna follow up after I get that done. Alright guys, this is the results so far. I'm gonna leave him here for now, but I think I'm gonna put a camera here. Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
He decides to set up a camera so he can monitor him at all times, unlike before. If anything happens, he will be notified on his phone instantly because the camera can detect motion. A few nights later, he is notified of a movement by his camera. He checks the camera's live feed and is relieved to see that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alert him because he had placed the camera on a heater that oscillates from time to time. But what happened after that left him sleepless for days to come. Let me know, what do you think about this video? Did he capture something paranormal or something else? You be the judge. If you caught some ghosts on camera, or there's some creepy videos that you would like me to include in the next video, email me at hauntertapestv@gmail.com. In this next video, Alex inherited a house from his grandmother because she passed away recently, so he thought it would be a good idea to move into that house with his family, but he quickly found out it wasn't. Strange things started happening as soon as he entered the house with his family. Take a look.
For the first time. You say go, yeah. See how scary? Oh, it's kind of scary, actually. Oh, look at all this stuff. Dollhouse for you, Salo. Go. Okay.
You can see that there's a dark figure in the window, and it looks like it is wearing something on his head. One night, Alex woke up to a sound coming from a room. When he went to check there, this happens.
Hello? Oh! Shit. Hello? Is there somebody here? Is there somebody fucking here?
The day right after that, a shadow person peers around a corner at Alex, and he charges after it, half expecting it to be a person hiding.
I'm out here in my living room again, which is right by where that chair moved the other night. And I don't know, there's just been like scary shit going on around that. What was that? Oh, shh! Oh, no. What the f?
Even if this wasn't scary enough, one night Alex heads upstairs because he heard some footsteps as he's walking around. He sees something that jump scares him so bad that he accidentally throws his phone.
Okay, I am up here where all the different, like, scary activity has happened, and I'm hearing what sounds like somebody walk around on the floorboards. As I'm up here, I can feel, like, the pressure of steps landing around me. I don't really know what's going on. It just seems pretty fucking crazy to me. I don't know. This is not what I signed up for when I got this house.
Apparently, that room was actually her late grandmother's bedroom, and that apparition was his late grandmother. He again thinks that maybe someone was hiding in that room, but when he goes to check, he finds no one. Now, this last clip is what scares me the most. Alex was again upstairs because he was hearing some sounds, but what he finds this time is extremely terrifying.
Okay, try it again. I'm hearing sounds up here, like somebody's moving around. This stuff's been happening, but as soon as I pull my phone out, everything stops. I don't know. I swear I heard somebody up here. Holy shit, I don't know what happened. That thing vanished, and my camera stopped recording immediately at the same time. It's gone.
Alex claims that what he saw was a vampire spirit that is attached to his bloodline. On the 9th February 2024, there was a video posted by Daniel in which we can clearly hear a woman screaming for help from a bathroom. Daniel claims that when he came back from fishing, he started hearing this coming from the bathroom.
Yo, what the? What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
After Daniel checks carefully, we can conclude that indeed there was nobody present in that bathroom. Even though we could hear a woman's voice screaming for help, viewers speculate that a skinwalker was acting like a woman, so it could lure someone in its trap. But luckily for Daniel, he was completely unharmed. On the night of March 5th, 2024, a young girl was wide awake in the middle of the night at a time she should be asleep. Despite being past her bedtime, this doesn't stop her from playing with her toys. Throughout the night, she was engaging in imaginary plays with her toys. Her family has been on the edge ever since this was captured on the camera.
Hey, do you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. So much you'll play me, yeah. Bling, 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 yum, doo, doo.
After a few minutes of playing with her toys, a toy suddenly lights up on his own, and when she goes to check, she starts to get dragged under her bed by something. It's no wonder that her mother has kept her away from this room ever since that video was captured. Even if this video wasn't creepy enough, a viewer requested the mother to check under her daughter's bed to see if there's something that could have dragged her under the bed. But when she checks, this happens.
Be this scared right now. Oh my god.
It's a little hard to see at first, but from the looks of it, this realistic-looking doll starts to move on its own, which causes the mother to panic and bolt out of the room. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and watch one of the videos up on screen.
He was recording a video for his kids when this happens.
No.
A man was recording a video of the moon to show his kids when he ran over something.
How big the moon is, it's really big. Anyway, it's pretty cool. What the hell? No.
When he looks behind him, he doesn't see anything until he checks the rear view camera. Whoever he hit was now standing in the middle of the road. Confused, he looks back a third time and he sees this. A figure can be seen approaching behind him quickly, and that's when he decides to book it.
He was working the night shift when he saw this. This guy was Snapchatting his friend while working the night shift in the Appalachian Mountains. But when he played the footage back, he found this.
I was walking through here, and whenever you get right here, you can see something behind me. Yeah, I just got to work, and I feel like, like all day today, I felt bad. Honestly, it's less, like a little bit. I felt bad, and I don't know. I feel like I need to go to a doctor, but like I'm constantly just like nauseous, and I don't really know why. Like I have tried to.
In the corner, a strange figure can be seen staring at him.
Your dog might have the power to talk. This guy went downstairs to grab some water and snacks, and on his way back upstairs, he hears this. As he walks in the darkness, he hears his dog say something, which makes him bolt upstairs immediately.
They say the worst thing you can encounter in the woods are other people.
This urban explorer and his friends were exploring this abandoned campsite when they came across a creepy old sign that said, "Private, this is a place of prayer. Please respect our space." After reading that sign, they decide that it's not a good idea to go any further and turn back. But as they do, this happens.
선생님은 auto 없어? Hallo? 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 What the What the
Seconds after the scream, a creepy tall woman appears with an axe who charges at them. Fortunately, they managed to call the cops on time, who then took care of this woman. The worst thing you can encounter in the woods are other people. But before that, if you think this kitten is cute, like and subscribe. A guy was camping in the woods he's been to several times, and as he's exploring the woods even deeper, he hears this chilling sound.
Man, this place is so lonely. Imagine just being lost out here. It feels like this would never end. Oh, hi. I need to get out of here. Oh, boy.
Something terrifying happens with this girl. So this girl was just playing with her toys and talking about her day, but there's something about the video that has left the girl's family deeply unsettled. So while she was playing with her toys, she notices something out of the camera's view, and whatever she saw must have been really disturbing because she stopped moving at all. But after some time, she managed to get out of the room. But the most disturbing part is yet to come. Only a few minutes later of her leaving the room, we see a dark figure passing in front of the tent. Her family is certain that this is what she saw.
In late November 2018, Dutch authorities unveiled CCTV footage taken at a level crossing. This specific crossing would later gain notoriety for the incident captured in the video. The footage shows a cyclist patiently waiting for a freight train to pass before proceeding. Unbeknownst to the cyclist at the time, when one train passes, it can obscure the presence of another approaching from the opposite direction. This lack of awareness leads to a harrowing incident. Take a look. The individual on his bicycle is seen crossing the tracks just as a double-decker train rapidly approaches. Miraculously, he manages to cross in the nick of time, narrowly escaping a collision with the train. The gravity of the situation hits him as he pauses briefly before pedaling away from the junction. Prompted by this incident, a manager from the Dutch railway initiates a project to paint the tracks yellow for enhanced visibility. However, merely a week later, another cyclist faces a similar perilous situation at the same junction, nearly losing their life. This footage was captured by a motorcyclist in Brazil at some point in 2016. The man, accompanied by his friend, ventures onto train tracks equipped with a GoPro attached to his helmet to document their excursion. Despite the grainy quality of the video, it depicts him passing by a train on his left. The reason behind their decision is unclear, but it's possible they were aware that the tracks were abandoned. However, their venture onto the abandoned tracks would leave them with an unforgettable experience. As the bikers proceeded past the train on the left, they suddenly heard a noise directly ahead of them. Soon after, a train appeared in front of them, prompting them to quickly dismount their bikes and attempt to move them away from the tracks. In the rush, one of them lost control and crashed to the side, fortunately avoiding contact with the train. Despite the scare, both individuals emerged from the incident with only minor injuries. In the early hours of April 6, 2024, an incident occurred in the San Fernando Valley. LAPD West Valley officers were patrolling the area at 5 a.m. when they came across a grey Lamborghini. Things took a strange turn as the officers reported seeing the driver asleep at the wheel while stopped at a red light. This unusual situation aroused their suspicions, leading them to pull the driver over. Chaos ensued, and the subsequent video was released to the public.
This vehicle is stolen. I need you to come out of the car. This vehicle that you're driving is stolen.
I rented this vehicle, sir.
Okay, I need you to step out of the vehicle.
I rented this vehicle.
Okay, well, we need to double check and verify things, but I need you out of the vehicle. It is stolen. Hey, hey, stop!
Where's he going? You might get it. 1047 pursuit, stolen vehicle. It's going Venus crash, UTC. Vehicle at STC on Sherman Way and Van Alden. Where is it? Inside this mess.
Let me have the frequency. Vehicle is TC, major TC damage. Let me get an RA starting to roll. I need traffic shut down for westbound traffic on Sherman Way.
I can't tell, dude. Oh, wait. No, I can't tell, but this is the other half of the car. Start looking. Hey, did you guys see anyone run? Did you see anyone run? I didn't see nobody run.
When they asked the driver for the relevant documents, they discovered that the Lamborghini had been reported stolen and the driver was wanted on multiple felony warrants. The driver refused to get out of the car, briefly arguing with the officers before speeding off. It was later determined that he reached speeds of 113 miles per hour. The Lamborghini crashed into the center median just a few blocks away, near Alden Avenue. As officers approached, they found debris scattered across the street and the Lamborghini's core shredded to pieces. The driver did not survive. If you have any disturbing videos that you would like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to foreverhauntedvideos@gmail.com. This video, shared on Reddit a few years ago, purportedly depicts an incident that occurred one night in Brazil, as indicated by the Portuguese spoken by the individuals in the footage. The clip captures a vehicle, likely a truck, engulfed in flames, dangerously close to a gas station. Despite the known risk, the individuals recording the scene persist, unaware of the impending danger. Their decision proves perilous, as chaos ensues mere moments later.
Nossa, que bagulho louco, tio! Agora, rapaziada, agora aqui, ó. E aí, pior? Vem pra cá, tio. Vem pra cá, mano. Você é louco? Você é louco, tio. Você é louco.
As the man filmed the burning vehicle, it suddenly exploded. It was one of the most terrifying explosions ever captured on camera, and the close proximity to the people recording made it even more disturbing. Fortunately, according to those who viewed the video, no one lost their life in the explosion, although no news reports from Brazil have confirmed this. Nevertheless, it appears that the individuals filming managed to find cover to protect themselves. This CCTV footage was recorded in Taizhou, Zhejiang Province, China, on January 8, 2022. In the video, a factory worker is seen going about his day, doing his job by moving some goods into an elevator. Everything appears casual and normal. However, this makes the following moments even more terrifying, as the situation takes a sudden and dramatic turn for the worse. As he drags the goods into the elevator, he steps out for a moment to close the gate. At that instant, the elevator suddenly collapses, missing him by mere inches. The horrifying event must have left the worker in shock, judging by his reaction, which is understandable. Had he been inside the elevator, there is a good chance he might not be here today. These types of work accidents are extremely frightening, as no one would ever expect such a thing to happen. This CCTV footage was recorded on February 14, 2024, in Barnaul, a city in the Altai region of Russia near Kazakhstan and Mongolia. This region is notoriously cold and experiences heavy snowfall every year. In some cases, the snow accumulates on top of buildings and infrastructure, leading to decay if not properly maintained. This can result in shocking incidents, like the one this unfortunate lady was about to witness. As a woman got into her car, the roof of the building she had just left partially collapsed moments later. Some buildings in Russia have billboards on their roofs, which might have been the case here. Miraculously, the lady escaped without any injuries, despite the incident looking potentially fatal. Cultural differences and centuries-old traditions vary greatly among people. The next video, recorded in China during a burial ceremony, showcases this. A very decorative and intricate tomb was created, intended to house the deceased. After placing the person inside, the tomb would be covered with bricks. The concept seemed sound, but they miscalculated the total weight the soil could sustain, leading to a terrifying event.
没演的话，我给你可再见。
哥哥，都让罗姐站过来。
站。
As they were finishing the second area, the weight of everything, including a person standing on top, caused the entire structure to collapse. Thankfully, most people were on the right side where the bricks had yet to be laid. The men wearing white cloths also managed to avoid being crushed. According to initial reports, everyone survived the incident. The video on screen is CCTV footage from Perm, Russia, recorded on the evening of May 26, 2024. The cameras are placed inside a bakery where an employee is visible. She described the evening as pleasant until one moment turned everything upside down. I must warn you, it is not what you expect.
Вот. Вроде да. Все живы? Все живы вроде живы. Нет, пока не вызывайте ничего. Нет, все нормально вроде живы. Ничего, сработали подушки.
A man driving a Kia encountered trouble at an intersection and continued driving until the car eventually crashed into a shopping pavilion. The footage shows the bakery employee sorting through papers when the Kia bursts into the shop, miraculously missing her by a few inches. The driver immediately gets out of the car and urges all passengers to exit. A crying woman also emerges from the car, likely shaken by the incident. Fortunately, she was safe and uninjured. If you have any disturbing videos that you would like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to foreverhauntedvideos@gmail.com. On April 28, 2024, a dashcam video surfaced originating from Hokkaido, Japan. The Hokkaido police released the video, stating that there were two men in a truck on a forest road in Nemuro City. The incident occurred around 1 p.m. While the initial footage may seem unclear, the full video reveals why this footage is considered shocking. While driving on the forest road, the man was attacked by a bear while allegedly hunting for wild vegetables. The bear that attacked was reportedly a mother bear with her cub nearby. They appeared on the right side of the road, causing the car to stop temporarily. Immediately after, the mother bear rushed at them. After a moment of panic, they managed to get the car in gear and drive away. The bear wasn't done though, and allegedly followed them for quite a while before finally giving up the chase. The Hokkaido police attributed the incident to the bear being protective of its cub, which is understandable. This part of the forest is known to have bears, and the police department used the video to raise awareness about this danger. The following video was recorded by a man on a scooter, presumably in Taiwan, on February 15, 2020. Strangely, it resurfaced on social media in both 2023 and 2024 on Russian forums. In the video, the man on the scooter is behind a grey sedan that is about to have a terrible day. However, another person, unrelated to the car, ends up having an even worse day. Take a look.
Sasha.
As the grey car is driving normally, a silver minivan suddenly comes out of a building and crashes straight into it. The accident is extremely bizarre, leaving one to wonder what the minivan driver was thinking. Things only get worse as the minivan driver keeps his foot on the gas, causing the vehicle to crash into a pillar and become airborne for a split second. During that moment, a cyclist who was just minding his own business somehow got trapped, with his bicycle ending up stuck underneath the car. Among all the road accidents posted on social media, this one stands out for its sheer weirdness. This footage, captured on a GoPro, shows a skier from the group known as the Poutos in La Grave, France. The day appears very pleasant and everything seems normal. The skier is seen calmly going about his routine, unaware that his day is about to take a horrifying turn in just a few seconds. While skiing down a glacier, the skier failed to notice a crevice and fell straight into it. This is terrifying, as many people have lost their lives in similar situations. The crevice was deep, leaving the skier stuck until help could arrive. Fortunately, his group rescued him and discovered that he was uninjured.
This video was filmed by a group of skydivers engaged in stunts as part of a larger ensemble. The precise location, date, or the original recorder remain undisclosed, with the video surfacing across multiple social media accounts. While some details surrounding the video are obscure, glimpses on screen reveal the skydivers with their parachutes deployed, forming a coordinated formation. Despite the initially wholesome and visually impressive scene, the transition from serenity to sheer terror can be precipitated by just one individual's actions. During the descent, one skydiver with a white parachute collides with another, disrupting the formation and causing chaos as their parachutes become entangled. The most alarming moment occurs when a skydiver falls out of his parachute strap, plummeting downward. Fortunately, it was later confirmed that he possessed a spare parachute, likely averting a tragedy. Witnessing such an event is undeniably frightening. Would you still consider trying skydiving after viewing this footage? Share your thoughts in the comments. This footage originates from Johannesburg, South Africa, and was captured on June 1, 2021. The vehicle equipped with the dash cam was being driven by an employee of Bosbuk Gas, known as Norman, who was en route to deliver diesel. It was during this journey that he unexpectedly encountered a colossal elephant, appearing seemingly out of nowhere. To describe it as bizarre would be an understatement, yet that's precisely how the encounter unfolded. The enraged elephant made repeated charges at Norman's vehicle. Initially, these were mere bluffs, met with Norman's composed response. However, during the third charge, the elephant struck the car with its massive tusks, causing significant damage to the hood. Subsequent investigation revealed that the elephant's actions were not for amusement, but rather to protect nearby young elephants. Fortunately, the employee emerged from the ordeal unharmed. On September 7th, 2022, at approximately 7:03 p.m., an officer initiated a traffic stop after observing a red Pontiac Grand Prix traveling at 50 miles per hour. Upon pulling the car over, the officer smelled a strong odor of an illegal substance when he talked to the driver. He asked the driver, whose name is Eric Winfert, to step out of the vehicle and noticed a female passenger. Eric claimed he was driving his ill friend to the hospital. The officer informed Eric of the smell and asked if he had any illegal substances, which Eric denied. The officer then asked the female passenger to step out and began searching the vehicle. The female passenger's unusual interest in the search led her to take an action that changed her life for the worst. Take a look.
There's a possibility that my brother's gun might be in this car, just so you know, and if it is, it's in the trunk. I just want to let you know.
Okay, stay up around the corner for me.
And my sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop! Put him in custody! Four City, where's the sleeper? Female jumped in the car on me and took off. We're almost to the bridge. Fortunately, she stopped in traffic. She may have wrecked. She did. She wrecked out, Fortunately. It's normally 1016.
Oh my gosh, I went over. Sit down. I'm not gonna get out. Oh my God, breathe, man. Oh my God, no, you did not get it to yourself. No! No, bro, no, man. She went under the semi. The car split in half, mama. Oh my God, what has she done, bro?
The woman walked towards the officer a second time before deciding to enter the car and attempt to flee. After a struggle, the officer got into his car and pursued her. During the chase, the officer saw her car come to an abrupt stop and notified dispatch that she may have wrecked. Upon arrival, he found the car split in half after hitting a box truck at speeds over 100 miles per hour. Despite the severe crash, the woman emerged alive with a few injuries. Crawfish enjoy significant popularity across the United States, with Louisiana being the top producer each year. The state's crawfish farming industry is a substantial economic driver, contributing over $300 million annually to Louisiana's economy. However, an often overlooked aspect is the potential danger involved in this type of farming. As one farmer would come to realize, it can sometimes be extremely perilous. Take a look. As the farmer was harvesting crawfish, something unusual was noticed in the water. When the cage apparently made contact with it, a huge splash ensued. It was then revealed that a massive alligator had bitten the machine. This alligator was significantly larger than most and demonstrated remarkable strength. As a result, the gator was completely lifted out of the water. Thankfully, both the farmer and the alligator emerged from the encounter unharmed. This video, recorded in late January 2020, was captured by a drone flying over the roof of a stadium in St. Petersburg, Russia. At the time, the stadium was undergoing demolition, and the workers seen in the footage were carrying out their tasks. According to numerous news sources, the drone belonged to a media outlet documenting the demolition process. However, what was intended to be a routine documentation ended up capturing something extremely terrifying. As the workers were carrying out their tasks, the roof suddenly began to collapse. The footage captured their frantic attempts to hold on to anything stable as the entire roof came crashing down. The most shocking part was that one of the workers was on a cage, suspended by a crane. Tragically, another worker desperately tried to get on board the cage, but failed. Following the collapse, rescue teams were dispatched to save the worker, but they discovered that he had sadly passed away. The search continued for other missing individuals, with reports indicating that 80% of the stadium had collapsed. It was later revealed that the deceased worker, known as Kucherov, was not wearing a safety line, raising serious questions about safety regulations.
He was heading home when he heard this. This guy was going to his home after going fishing when he heard a woman screaming for help from a public restroom. But when he went to check in there, this happens.
Somebody, please help!
What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
This is the most creepiest thing I've seen today. So this girl, at the time she shouldn't be awake, was playing with her toys, when suddenly something happens under her bed which leaves her terrified. Take a look. Girl's mom hears her chilling scream and comes running to her room, only to find her under the bed, horrified. Now this is not where it ends, because the mom makes a follow-up video requested by a viewer who asks her to check under the bed. But when she does, this happens. He was grabbing some food when this happened. This boy was in the kitchen getting some snacks when he heard this terrifying voice. He bolts upstairs to his mom's room, and that's when it gets even worse.
Came busting in my room, jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house, telling me to get mine. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps. So, like, now at this point, I'm terrified. I throw my robe on. I push him into the room with his brothers.
She then searches the house carefully, but fails to find anyone in the house.
Y'all looked at that camera, and I pulled up the last clip, and I pulled that clip up. And I heard that person on that camera say, "How did you find me?" My heart fell in my stomach.